Hi everybody, my name is Todd Creager. What I do is I help couples heal from crises such as infidelity. I help them rekindle passion, and I help individuals heal from trauma and also get out of toxic relationships and be open to more loving, nurturing ones. Today's topic is the 3 stages of love. How to beat the statistics and have a long, hot marriage. Those of you that have followed me know that is the main thing I do is I help couples thrive. And I've been doing this for over 30 years, and I can tell you I am more optimistic about couples than ever before. But we have to be creative. We cannot be passive. We cannot be on automatic. Now, we can be on automatic in the first stage of love. The first stage of love is the lust stage. The lust stage is one where we don't necessarily know the person that well. We don't even know if we like that person that well, but we lust after them. There's that chemical reaction. And there really are chemicals involved. For example, cortisol, the stress hormone, is a little higher. Also, what's higher is testosterone and estrogen in the women. And so these kinds of chemicals make it easy for us to fall in love, or at least fall in lust, I should say. Not really fall in love. The second stage is the romantic stage or the attraction stage. There's different names for it, but it's a stage where you kind of are obsessive about this person. You could talk for hours. You really like this person and you lust after this person, and you want to be with this person as much as possible. In that stage, the chemistry involved is dopamine. It's really higher, as well as norepinephrine and epinephrine. These are hormones that keep us very vital and excited. And what we then turn into is the attachment stage. The attachment stage is when we really start to connect with each other more. We're more bonded, and our serotonin levels go up a little bit. Dopamine goes down. And oxytocin and vasopressin come into more prominence. And oxytocin and vasopressin are the bonding hormones. Now, why I'm telling you all this chemistry stuff is what I'm saying is in those first 2 stages, it's all passion's automatic. In the third stage, it's more about bonding and creating a family together, or at least creating you settle in and you have this relationship that is all about the long term, that you lose some of that passion. And serotonin is very soothing. It's nice to have, but that's when people can fall into ruts. Well, I'm here to tell you that doesn't have to happen that way. A lot of our parents and grandparents, our ancestors, didn't show us how to do it, but you can be a trailblazer. And what you need to do is realize you could create some of the chemicals from the earlier stages, such as dopamine. Dopamine, which is in that second romantic stage, can be created individually and as a couple. So here's a few of the ways you could create dopamine individually. How you eat. There's certain foods that can create dopamine. Protein foods like chicken and meat, and anything with a lot of protein could help create what's called tyrosine, which is a precursor to dopamine. I'm not giving you a biochemical lesson here, but I'm just saying that how we eat can actually help us. Because if we're going to have a vibrant relationship, we need to be vibrant. So we need to eat foods, also avocados, apples, bananas, and others you could look up on Google, how to get more dopamine through what you eat. Another activity is exercise. Exercise has been known to be a tremendous dopamine booster. So people that get lethargic, sloth-like, and just kind of settle in too much, become too sedentary, might actually, whereas maybe in the earlier stages your chemistry could overcome that, you do need to do exercise and movement, even walking, that increases dopamine. Hobbies increase dopamine. Listening to music you like increases dopamine. So all these things increases dopamine. As a couple, that is where you can truly create dopamine as a relationship where you become more exciting to each other and more stimulating. And that is when you start to see your relationship as an adventure and you try new things. It could be new hobbies, new activities, but also in the bedroom. You share sexual fantasies. You take some risk. In the beginning of relationships, everything feels risky. So you need to continue that as you get into that third stage, that long, hopefully decades and decades long third stage, where you continue to create adventure and share. And you don't stay in your comfort zone too long, and you leave it. So that is so important. Now, along with that, you want to continue to create that oxytocin and vasopressin, that beautiful, that bonding. They call them the cuddle hormones. And you do that by communicating on an ongoing basis. This is where men need to develop feeling skills, even though oftentimes it's not our strength, which means you listen to and identify your feelings and share it, and you also listen to the other person's feelings. What that does is it increases the estrogen and oxytocin of the woman, and then she's all happy because that's what she feels when her high estrogen is up, which happens through connecting in feelings. And even though we men oftentimes are not hormonally driven to share feelings, when you see the happiness and the appreciation of your partner, then your testosterone goes up because you feel successful. So we need to learn that men need to develop feeling skills, and women need to pay attention to what they can appreciate about their partners. And of course, it's got to be two-way, but I'm just saying, hormonally speaking, that's what really keeps those chemicals high. If you practice these things, if you don't get lazy, if you recognize you could create this ongoing chemical experience, you don't have to, marriage doesn't mean the end of passion at all. It could actually deepen it. So just keep that in mind, and you could have a wonderful relationship. Now, what I want you to do also is I want you to click on the link below, and you get a free opt-in, and it's Healthy, Sexy Secrets for Your Marriage. And this audio, it doesn't have to be marriage, it could be any committed relationship, but it's basically called Sexy Marriage Secrets. But this audio will help you know what it really means from the inside out to have a passionate, alive, and sexy relationship with a long-term partner. And in that, you'll get to see how to rekindle the sexy feelings when you met, the necessity of scheduling sex, which people underestimate the value of scheduling sex, especially when we're very busy, how to transform anger and hurt into sexual feelings, how to and the importance of talking freely about sex, which a lot of people have a hard time doing, even if they're together for a long time, and also enjoying being a sexual adventurer. So again, click on that link, you get the free opt-in, and it's going to be immensely helpful to you. So I wish you well, I wish you a passionate relationship, and this is Todd Creager saying, I am here to help you, and I'm here to help the world be safe for love.